Maybe I need to have Aja call to see if I'm showing my goodies. Because I need to know. All right. Because Big Mama would definitely like to know if that is what she is over here giving up live on the YouTubes. Okay, hold on. I got a little bit of sweet on my finger from pouring this drink. And I would like to dispose of it. I would like to rid myself of it. Who over here on my line? I see somebody came on. I just don't know who. I don't know who, baby, who it is on my line. I don't know. Okay, let's get into it. Time is strange. We chase it, we waste it, fear it, and beg for more of it. We say we don't have enough, but every day we wake up and spend it without even realizing it. Some moments feel like forever, others disappear before we can even hold them. We save money, we protect our homes, and insure our cars. But the one thing we lose every single second, we rarely protect at all. So tonight I want to ask, is time really moving too fast? Or are we? Welcome. Tonight's show is titled Time, the one currency we spend without seeing. Welcome to my life after. Hey y'all, hey, it's me, your girl, the crazy melanin princess, aka Big Mama. And you know what Big Mama forgot? And you know why she forgot it? And I'm gonna tell y'all why she forgot it. Because she ain't got our whole microphone. Because when the dogs start cutting up, we don't want to hear them. So let me get some microphones going over here. Now where I can put a microphone on this thing? Oh, that's tie going on. Hold on, let's get us locked and loaded, people. Oh, shucky ducky, quiet. Okay, let's see. Is we on? Ah, it's green. We on. Okay. AK, yo, cause y'all that is y'all Big Mama on the line. Happening over here, cause ugh, ugh. Okay. Well, if y'all can do your Big Mama a favor and like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Share to people and say, hey, you should subscribe to this girl's channel. And hit that bell, the notification button, so that you will be notified when I go live. But as I have to reiterate every week, if you do not have the notifications on your phone for YouTube, it don't matter if you hit the notification button. Your phone ain't gonna tell you nothing because you said don't tell me nothing from YouTube. Now you want to know about YouTube because you want to know when your Big Mama's on the line. Okay, that's it. Just care about when Big Mama on the line, not with all the other people. So turn off the notifications for everybody else except Big Mama. Okay, and I appreciate you as always for showing. I know you could be anywhere else, but where y'all at? Right here with your Big Mama. And I appreciate you. Now I just made this drink. Let's see what Taylor. Yeah, I put a little hefty pour of vodka in there because I was rushing. Ooh. I was rushing. You get it? Vodka. Ba-dum, bing. Hey, girl, you is funny, Big Mama. I know y'all can be anywhere else. Y'all hear me, and I love you for it, and I appreciate you, and I thank you. And today in our time capsule, what's today? May 19th, 2026. Power to the people, because today is Malcolm X's birthday. Okay? The Malcolm X. Malcolm X. Okay? It is his birthday. So, to my brother, who did so much for the fight and plight of his people, I appreciate you. I thank you. And I hope you are living amongst the cosmos, doing a dang thing. You are sorely missed down here, I must say. Not that I lived while you were ever alive, but you are sorely missed down here, Brother Malcolm. Okay? And yesterday was my chopper's birthday. So, two very dynamic, prolific, extremely intelligent people, Malcolm X and Michael Kimball. So, that's our time capsule. And we put that in the time capsule because let's go. Let's go. Oh, y'all already know it's time for our deep breath because Big Mama already said too many words and they said nothing at all. Mm. On a count of three, I implore you to take a deep breath with me. 1, 2, 3. And release. Woo! Ooh, Big Mama. Today we're going to manifest something, okay? Our manifestation for today. I call in meaningful moments over meaningless movement. One thing I said we was gonna do and or be this year, and it was intentional. And we for damn sure gonna be intentional if you watching this show, okay? Our focus today is on the one thing, that one piece of currency that we spend without seeing. That is our focus. It's the currency we spend without seeing. The currency we spend without seeing. Our theme is we complain about not having time while spending it every day. That's the theme. Think about it. We always complaining about time. That's the theme. We're complaining about time. Meanwhile, we're constantly spending it. We spend time on complaining about not having enough of it. We'll start with this affirmation. I honor my time because I honor my life. And you see the people who honor their time, their life seems to be pretty honorable. I don't mean honorable like, oh, they went and got awards and trophies and all of these types of things. I mean, when you really look at the people who honor their time, their lives seem to have quantity of plenty. Okay? Our Black Business Spotlight tonight is my girl, none other than realtor extraordinaire, Nyla McKnight. As I opened Instagram today, because I was already going to spotlight her for the Black Business segment, I opened my app a few minutes ago, and she has just been brought on to Coldwell Banker's entertainment division. So I don't know if she's still helping the people. Now, I know she's still helping the people. She would definitely sell you a house or help you with any of your home owner, home mortgage, home lending, home education, home anything, any kind of question you have about real estate, especially in California. Girl Nyla McKnight can. If you ever need any information, I will post it. I will add it to this podcast information. So you can go back and I will plug in her information on there. And then you will have her contact information should you be looking to buy and or sell property. If you have real what's it called? Like rental property, investment property, or if you're looking to get into investment property, chick that you want to talk to here in Los Angeles, realtor extraordinaire. Okay. Political climate. I don't want to talk about politics, but it's election day for so many of us across the land. And I know that I have people from not all states, but different states. I don't know that I'm in all 50 states, but I do have people who watch from a myriad of states. I'm not sure what your polling or what days may be, but I will always implore you to watch out for it. Um, watch out for your ballot. Make sure that you are scrutinizing your ballot. As you see, they're trying to take away our right to vote, representation, mid to none whatsoever. And the one thing that we do is what is in our power control. And that is Ohio in the building. Let's go, Roman. Ohio. Why they don't say that you on here? That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. Um, so yes, please look over your ballots. If you got mail-in ballots, go on and mail them things in early so that you are not dealing with the craziness at the polls. And scrutinize your ballot. Make sure your identification matches your ballot. Make sure that it got the right address that's on your ID. Make sure that all the things, while you may still have time, that all the things line up so that you are able to vote properly and cast your ballot and have your voice counted. Thank you. That's all Big Mama got for y'all. Is just cast your vote. Okay? Cast that vote. The kids are all right. We gotta go pick Chopper up on Friday from Santa Barbara. He is packing it up and he is shipping it out. I believe he wants to go back to Hawaii, so I think he put it himself back in the portal to go back to Hawaii. So we'll see how any of that goes. Okay, for next semester, this kid is just hopping all over the United States. In some kind of way, he think his mama with no job got the money to do this, and his daddy got the money. His daddy got the money. Okay. Because his mama ain't got the money. His mama ain't got the nothing. Okay, his mama ain't got the nothing. Other than the, you go, baby, and I'm going to drive you there. I'll fly you there. That's about, oh my God. And when you get there, I'll be there in a swimsuit ready to be on the beach. And if you need help packing or putting some stuff away, just call me. And I'll be down there with the seals. And then your mama go help you. But that's all I got, baby. Mama ain't got no money. But she's rich in spirit and she's rich in character, and that's why you was out here living your best life because your mama instilled all that richness into you. And brains. Cause you got some brains too. That boy got some. No, I don't gave him the brains because he's a genius, so probably didn't get that from me. I'm gonna say he got that from his daddy because he did not get that from me. Um, so yeah, we pick up Chopper on Friday. Aja's off today because I didn't feel like going to get her and do all that other stuff. Sterling is still here. He asked about going home now. I'm like Elmira on not Looney Tunes. What's the little tune? Well, I guess it was Looney Tunes, right? And she always capturing all the animals and they screaming and squirming to try to get away from her ass because she just be holding them too tight and loving them and they like, lady, let me go. And she be like, oh, come here, little bunny rabbit, come here, little animal. And she be she be squeezing the shit out of them animals. And they like, I want to get away. That's how the kids do me. I'm like, come on, little baby, come stay with me. They're I'm going home. I'm up till you find me a flight. I want to go home. I don't know why they do me like that. All I want, I find that when I love on you, you don't just you be like, I don't want no more of this. That's so weird to me. I wish somebody wanted to love on me like that. I'd be over there all the time. Like, ooh, all they want to do is love on me. Like, I'm gonna let them. These kids, enough is enough. I've had my cup filled, and okay, let me tell y'all funny. Just because every week I feel like I need to do something that made me chuckle, because this shit made me chuckle. It's pink. Why I'm spitting too much? Picture Sicily. No, I'm just playing. It was picture this though, like literally picture this: Pink Panther sitting in a trap house. Pink Panther in a trap house with a do rag on, and he's sitting there like this, like, and then he says, because this is funny as hell to me, because I thought the same thing. I guess that's why I thought it was so freaking funny. I realized I had problems when I wanted Swiper to rob Dora. I'm like, one time he just gonna get her ass. Hey, you go around that way, swipes, you might be able to steal it. And he's like, well, this is Pink Panther saying this. I know I need help. Y'all, I mean, you up here watching, you knew I needed help too. So don't be coming on here being judgmental. You knew I was crazy a long time ago. Okay, let's get into my life. Because what I got in my life other than short dress that I'm like, if I can see the tattoo on my leg, I know this dress is short. Okay. This is a dress for standing, not for sitting, clearly. But when I opened my closet, I said, "Ooh, my birthday dress." And I said, "Ooh, I'm the birthday," even though it's not my birthday. But 20 years ago, I was laid up in the hospital because they just cut me open for having that little boy, and it was his birthday. So shit, it's my birthday. Health update. We ain't got one. They ain't talking to me. They didn't went silent. They said, "Bitch, you was in here every day, all day for the last month or two or three, 10. So we not gonna ride your ass, and that's okay." And that's fine. But we got to schedule this surgery, and I'm trying to schedule it around summer fun. But we're gonna see how that works out. My back, toe up, toe down. I need help. I don't want surgery, but as I'm going through therapy, I'm realizing that it is not as effective as I would like for it to be. I think that I needed help long ago, and I never got it. And I've just been in pain. And now we're at a where you mess your not that I up. That had I rehabbed long ago, maybe I would have learned what I'm now learning in therapy to where I would not have gone this far in doing the wrong way, picking up things the wrong way, bending, turning my body the wrong way, getting in and out of the car the wrong way, getting out of bed the wrong way, doing all the things that that's why your back is like that. Not that I'm doing it in specific way that is technically wrong. It's just the fact that um, the strength that I need and the muscles that I need to have them in, I don't. And then the muscles are too tight in the areas that are pulling on my back, which is causing problem. And all of that is because I've been doing things so wrong for so long. I built muscles in the wrong places, and now they're the ones that's extracting, causing my back to curve like this, as opposed to having this. My back does. I can't even make my hand do it. My back does this, and my back should have more of that, and it got all of that, and that ain't what's happening. Your back ain't supposed to be that way. Anywho, Friday I celebrated Rosie's birthday. We had so much fun. We went to Fogo de Chao lunch at Fogo de Chao. They got all day happy hour. I believe it's on Fridays. In case y'all didn't know, go and check it out. It's my first time ever going to any other Fogo de Chao other than the one in Puerto Rico, and then the one in Beverly Hills. I had never really gone there. I'm not a eater, so just in cuts and cuts and cuts and cuts to my table for me to eat. Ain't help me because Big Mom can't eat all that. But that salad, I love that salad bar, so I'll pay for the salad bar. So I went out nothing but the salad bar. I ain't even eat none of that. Yum 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 yum. So yeah, we celebrated her birthday. We went there for lunch. Then we ended up at Truxton's, and we had like on that day, I think I had like 30 drinks. I don't need no more drinks. And then left there, went down the street to the bar, Melody Bar, whatever it's called, for my girl Kay Kiana, who she might be on the line, unsure or not. 'Cause usually when she is, she hop on and say, "I'm here." Um, so yeah, that was a good Friday. Friday was it was long. And Friday, when I half as decided I wanted to wake up, I called my sister to ask her a question about something, and she all in the mirror getting dressed and fancy and stuff because we on FaceTime. So I said, "What you doing?" Because I was on my phone, and see, girl, I been here. See, what I tell y'all? What I tell y'all? Told y'all my girl be here. I know y'all because I can't see unless somebody say something, but I can see by the numbers of who's here, and then I ain't got to do roll call, but I kind of know who the ones that's here is here, and y'all be here. That's why I be talking about y'all, Roman and Kiana. And it was funny is my niece Starla, who she's in Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah, that's where she, I was at Wisconsin last time. Minnesota. Her ass always jumps on 10 minutes before we end. That's hilarious. But y'all so predictable. And I love it. And I love y'all for it. But yeah, I'm laying in my phone. I mean, laying in the bed like this, with my eyes squinted because I really had everything dark in here. I just wanted to see what she was doing more so that she needed to see what I was doing. So I called. I was like, "What you?" And then Kennedy, my niece, walks past. I say, "What you doing, Auntie?" I wanna go, I'm going on my way to the California Science Center. And she know I love museums. I am a museum junkie, okay? I love museums. Because I love learning. So she was like, I'm California Science, get up and come go with me. And then I said, on there for. And then she said this exhibit is called is I know it was called Humanity a year or so ago when I went, but I don't remember the name. I think it might be the same one, but it was closed. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the one. Like I love it. I want to go. And she's like, I know. So come on. They didn't even let me. I got up. I washed my butt. And they know I need the morning scroll, like scroll through my phone, let my whole body do its thing, stand up, stretch. I go use the bathroom for an hour and then go shower and then do all of this. And this little girl came honking in front of my house in like 35 minutes. I said, baby, Big Mama don't get ready that fast. We just she know I don't. So I went out the house disheveled as fuck. All I did was look cute. It wasn't nothing else to give. I didn't have a phone charger. I did have sunglasses because the little ones that I've been wearing was in my purse. I didn't have my iPad. Everybody know I don't leave home without my iPad. My iPad goes with me everywhere, just like my cell phone. I did not have my iPad, and had I had my iPad, half the stuff that went wrong wouldn't have went wrong. But everything went right because it was such a fun day. So we went to California Science Center, and then we went to. She had asked about because I'm always at the African American Museum, and so she was like, "Can we go there?" And of course, because I'm go there all the time. And so we go there, we look at those exhibits, and then we leave. And then she talking about she got to go to a prom party in North Hills. I said, North Hills. I said, do you know what North Hills is? And so that's where we went. We went to the prom party in North Hills for my baby Mary. Her mother used to coach Chopper. And so I've been seeing this little girl grow up her entire life, but she was on the JV, my niece's basketball team at Hamilton High School. And so I'm delighted to see this baby off to prom. So we go, we see that, and the whole time I'm in the back seat the whole day, and I didn't have not no cocktail. I had been waiting to be in the back seat of someone's car just blitzed. Because I'm everybody's designated driver. So I don't get to do too much of nothing. They wouldn't stop. They wouldn't go take me to get an edible. This was a real sober day, but I had the best time because my niece kidnapped me and she wouldn't take me back, and I didn't get home till midnight. So then we came and I said, I want one chicken wing. They would not give me a chicken wing some kind of way. We came all the way from the house where I thought I was getting dropped off to thinking I was going to go get a chicken wing. And they said, we ain't getting you no wing because we let you get junked all day long. And then they went to West Hollywood to get a hot dog. I don't know. I don't eat hot dogs, so I don't know nothing about them. But it's a fancy kind of something, but from a street vendor. I don't know what is. It's encased in something. I don't know. I don't know nothing about them. I don't know. I don't eat hot dogs. I have no idea what they are, what they're made. I don't know nothing. But what I is, I got a chicken wing, and that leads me to Sunday because I was so wanting a chicken wing. I think my phone talk about me wanting a chicken wing. As you know, they listen, and then it pops up an ad. He's so on Fairfax in Los Angeles, California. When I tell you this is outside of my very own and my sister, this is the very best chicken wing I've ever had in my life. Now, of course, my mama has made chicken wings. She makes the best, but I'm talking about like right now because she ain't here to cook them for me no more. She been dead for 25 years, 24 years. How old is Asha turning? 24? So she been dead 24 years. So her wings are null and void at this point. Frida, yo, mama, your wings is out. Our wings is in, but Annie's. Annie's wings, where I ain't got to cook, I don't need no grease, no flour, no chicken, no salt, no pepper, no none of that. I can just go to Annie's. Bitch. Y'all need to go check out Annie's So Delicious on Fairfax. Tell them Albert sent you. Not that they know who the fuck I am. But just go. Just go right here. I'm going to take you there. Okay? I take you there. Because let me take you there. because it is so good. All their food was good. You gotta go there. So that was my Sunday. That was the whole day. I went to work. Everyone to get it. That was it. So let's get into our daily digest. Think about them looking at me like, this girl, she is a hot mess. She been a hot mess. It's like I just came home from the hospital. My daddy like, she a hot mess. Laughing because he knows I'm just a hot ass mess. And my mama got this look like I'm tired as fuck. And she about to be a hot mess, and he's a fucking hot mess. Like, I'm over it. The picture says it all. This is my life from day one, or day when they brought me home. Day now. Let's see, I think it was captured on there on what day this was, because it I'm gonna give y'all the history of this picture on my finale show. But yeah, I think that was like maybe day one, day two. Don't matter. It was the early days of your big mama. So Daily Digest, y'all see that Mark Furman detective that was J. Simpson case? Kaput on upper room. He went to the upper room, died of throat cancer. Throat cancer. Sometimes the irony of one's lives be saying a whole lot, don't it? Shakira, and her hips don't lie, and that she said she was not motherfucking lying. She don't owe nobody no taxes. The Spanish government owes my girl $70 million of her monies back. Okay? Because not only do her hips not lie, she didn't motherfucking lie. She said, I did not live there. I don't owe y'all that money, and you got me effed up. And clearly they had her effed up. Okay? My Latino sister, she said, run me that. Now, they're going to appeal their case, which is, as the Spanish government, for real, that's because you don't want to come up off that $70 million. But that's her money. And of course, it's probably fees and interest and, a whole lot of other stuff. But 70 million, 70 mil, 70 million dollars that y'all owe me because y'all was trying to lock me up. Can you imagine that the person who owes you $70 million is trying to have you put in jail for the rest of your life over fraudulent money that you didn't get? If y'all don't hurry up and cut my girl that check, please and thank you. FYI, Sprouts in Inglewood is opening on June 26th. It's just an FYI, but FYI. I'll see where, but on today, the NAACP is putting out a call for all Black athletes to boycott major Southern universities in states where where the districts will be drawn, to change the maps to flush out the Black voters in those states based off of the Supreme Court ruling that is allowing these states to do so, or enabling them to do that and flush out the Black vote. I've watched it up and down my timeline for about a week now. But the one I want to ask to everybody who has that as their leading point. That's what you want from these young children. Because again, what you're asking is of babies. They are prom right now doing this. This little boy he's currently at prom this week, doing silly, goofy shit. Might be behind the prom smoking little joints or whatever. Drinking, having his, enjoying himself as a teenager with a girlfriend who may be going to a specific school. This is what's going on in the minds of an 18-year-old little boy, okay? Who sees the world before him because I got options. Because I'm a beast on the field, and these schools are asking me. I got 15 scholarships, 10 scholarships, 6 scholarships, 4 scholarships to this, and that. I'm a little boy who's been watching Alabama. I'm a little boy who's been watching Tennessee. I'm a little boy who's been watching LSU. I'm a little been watching, and that's my thought process has been. Since knowing at 14, 15, Pop Warner and getting into high school, more competitive ball, that I am him a little bit. I know once I get to the next level, I'm less of him, but in this, I'm him to have options of doing these things. And I know that once I get to said place, this new NIL thing, it's about to help all of around here. All of around here. How dare you, in your cush penthouse, ask this young 17-year-old boy to put the weight of African Americans who ain't showed up, ain't did what they were supposed to do, who then fell asleep behind the wheel to allow us to get here. How dare you put all of this shit on their fucking backs to tell them that what their future could dictate for them and their family, their economic stance, their whatever. Because I can shut the fuck up and dribble, shut the fuck up, run and pass and catch a ball. I can do that for 4 years and change my whole life in my mother and my father's life, and my sister and my brother's lives, and my children's lives, and the lives that I lead. Because I'm only going there to extract something. I ain't saying I'm about to live there. I can go there and extract something and then come bring it back to wherever I would like to use or reciprocate or whatever you may want to do once you've acquired that. How dare you guys truly ask these young men, many coming from economic strain unlike that in which you could ever imagine, to put the weight of the black boycott on their shoulders, where they're going to take more of a fall than anybody else. Why are we putting the whole weight? That's ass fucking backwards. How do you put the weight of our whole cause on these people way down here at the bottom? The most you should be asking these young men for is to ensure they vote, to ensure that their voices are heard, to ensure that they are not silent about where it is that they may go to school. However, you can still be an advocate and a voice, because I can do what I must do for my obligation to the center, but I can also be who and what I am and where I come from. It does not have to be lost. Why the two are just concepts that can't happen at the same time with people right now, I am blown the fuck away. It's graduate. This leads me to graduation and prom season. Anybody out there with some graduates, I say congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. All y'all little prom beauties and stuff. I am really going to thoroughly go through my closet. Of course, I only got one size. Ain't like I got many other sizes, but I've been giving stuff away. I have a girlfriend who is very charitable. She volunteers for a lot of things, and I've been giving clothes away. So much stuff. It's just that I don't want to dry clean it. I always say I don't have anything to wear, but I definitely want to give more because I gave to prom. I didn't look to see because they tell you can see your dresses or whatever, but so much stuff I've worn only one time, and I would love for these young girls to not spend a damn dollar on something and gone through Big Mama's closet and take you through that, take you through that, okay? Because all of us probably fashion honest, okay? Big Mama bought real clothes in a very long time. They only suits. Now you can't have none of my suits because all that's for work and business. But other than that, all these dresses that I be having, yes, baby doll, come run your Big Mama closet on up. Don't take what you need. Before we get in the show, did y'all see this Clarissa Shield shit against this Alicia, what's her name, Baumgartner or whatever? So now she's been banned from most valuable promotions until further notice. I don't know what that means. I think her and Papoose was just at the Serving Spoon in Inglewood last week. She be having a lot of stuff going on for her to not even have to do nothing with boxing. I was gonna talk to y'all about the psychology of appearance. Cause I've been in deep thought about that. I think what I'm gonna do is do a reel. So look out for it. I'm gonna do something different, a whole different piece of content, like a show encapsulated in a reel that you just watch and be like, dang, that's crazy. Okay. Okay. So we'll do that. I won't talk about it right now. Because if I get into it, it's gonna be way too deep. But there is something I did want to read to you guys. Take me through it. Take me through it. Okay, because today's show is about time. When I read this today, I was like, wow, how apropos with the topic for tonight, because how did I get to this topic? I don't know what made me think about time a couple days ago, because this is for you, Kay. As I always say, I want to give the inception story. How did I get to this topic? And I said, I had asked myself a question. I don't remember the original question because I started going down a rabbit hole. Like, is time a real thing? A tangible thing, although unintangible because it has no matter. But is it literal string space and time? Like you can look at a watch and say, oh, what time is it? Or is it a lapse in from here when I start the sentence to here where I finish the sentence? Is that what's in between that sentence considered time? And as a practicing Buddhist, it's where I always start when I have these super deep thoughts where I know it has to lead me to something, because why would I have ever been a thought? And then recognizing time being illustrated or the way in which it's being displayed before me now that it's pressing on my mind. And I'm just looking at time. Wow, you can lay in your room and all day on a Saturday and you see the sun go all the way across your room if you have windows like I do. Like, damn, you spent the whole day. And so that was time. Something I give, I can't exchange it, I can't do anything. It is a solitude, it is what it is. So I read this today and I was like, I was wowed by it. It says, no animal on earth knows what a Monday is. No plant, no ocean, no nervous system in nature. The week doesn't exist. You've been exhausted by something that was never really real. Days exist. Your cortisol rises with the sun. Seasons exist. Your melatonin, your appetite, your all shift. Your body knows, but a 7-day week, it was invented in ancient biological bodies and religious rituals. It was never about your biology. It was about the stars and the gods. You are running a human body 4,000-year Babylonian religious calendar. Told you to call it Monday. Your nervous system has a concept of pushing through until Friday. It only knows, am I safe? Am I rested? Am I resourced? When those answers are no, it starts to break down. Cortisol floods, sleep fragments, digestion slows, mood destabilizes. Your body is refusing a schedule it was never built for. You were handed an industrial timeline at birth and told it was just life. It isn't. Your nervous system has been in revolt for years. You just didn't have the language for it until now. Let's get into the show. That blew my motherfucking wig back. What is your, so I'm going to ask you guys a number of questions, rhetorical, or you can chime in, but what is your perception of time? Because it isn't equal, it's perceived. We all perceive it as something. It's not equal to all of us. 1 hour on vacation feels like 10. Feels like it's just going by so fast. Like shit. It's just rushing. I want to like savor the moment. I want to stay here forever. But it's just like it's zooming. An hour in grief feels endless. When you are just trying to make it day to day and you realize you can't. You say, let me just make it hour by hour. And you realize, shit, I can't. Let me just operate this shit on a minute by minute basis. And you be like, oof, it's still too painful. And then you say, let me operate on grief. One breath, the fuck at a time. Because it takes your breath away. You don't feel as if breathing is an involuntary human biometric type of thing going on, physiology. It's not that. It is a thought where you have to think to breathe because it hurts so bad. So getting through an hour feels like eternity. Perceived time. An hour with somebody who you love, you just, I'm in his arms and all of that. And it's just like, I came over, we cooked breakfast and we had some mimosas. And we look up and I'm like, damn, I feel like it's about 8 o'clock at night. Like, we didn't really do anything. We just, because you just want to absorb like a sponge. I just want so much more of it that dang, it just flew by. Hour with that type of love feels like 10 minutes. What about them childhood summers? Remember when summer used to be like, I remember, because I went to Normandy Christian School, okay? When the church bell chimed, and we were out of school for summer. Because that shit called summer now. But back then, it was summer. Okay, first and foremost, that's my birthday. So it's already about to be lit. And we is supposed to turn up. Worry about a thing. I get to go to Bakersfield to my grandparents' ranch. It's all my animals where I got my own horse too. I got pigs. I got cows. Got all that. I got a birthday that I can have it. And then I can have another one out there. I all my friends and family here, so I can have 2 birthdays. I got never ended. It like summer. It lasted as long as school year. It was so fucking grand. Like, this is the best thing fucking ever. Magic Mountain, because it's in between there and Bakersfield. So it was just, oh my gosh. summer just felt like, so that perceived time is like, why is it when you were little and you went through this and it felt like it just lasts forever, and now it's just like pyong, pyong. Adult years feel like they fly the fuck by. What the fuck? Here's the thing. Psychology says our brains don't actually experience time consistently. Psychology says our brains don't actually experience time consistently. Novelty slows perception. Routine speeds it up. We're going to sit on it. Understand that? Psychology says our brains don't actually experience time consistently. Novelty slows our perception of that shit. Routine speeds it up. Don't it feel like okay, I got up, this, did that, brushed my teeth. You know, like you go and like, damn, it was everything. That's just crazy. Ain't it crazy? Like we think time. You gotta ask oneself, time speed up or did we stop paying attention to it? I think when in routine paying attention to, because it ain't nothing you pay attention to. Having fun, it speeds up because you're paying attention to the time. You're trying to save moments. Yeah, that's that novelty. It's like this is so good. It's too good to be true. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like blink of an eye. And then let's build on this because your big mama, she just be we abused. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'm too busy. I don't say that. Cram everything in. I'm never too busy for people or things, and that's my problem. But then I always deliver, even when I do it my own. To start delivering earlier and relaxing back here as opposed to not doing, not doing, not doing, not doing. Oh shit. And then deliver flawless something, and then all that pressure and anxiety, all of that. Whew, but then my release is I need a cocktail. That was a lot. The abuse of time, staying in relationships, working jobs we hate, waiting for perfect conditions, spending hours scrolling, but saying we have no time. I spent hours, scrolling, but I don't say I have no time because I knew that I'm accountable to myself. I knew I spent hours scrolling. So you better make the time. If that means you gotta stay up and all, you gotta do it. So I hate myself. Say so. We need to write. Say what are some things that you don't like about yourself? That's one of them. That's an honest one. Um, it's like, what do you hate about yourself? Not what do I hate about myself. What do I dislike about my habits and behavior? Let me write that as a note. What do I things I dislike about my habits and things I'm gonna start I dislike. Okay. My own behaviors and habits. Mm-hmm. Okay, come on now. Procrastination and manipulating myself into performing. under horrible pressure. Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. I think that's what that's probably called, right? It's probably me manipulating my own self with some other bullshit. And when we being intentional about treating ourselves better, that's what we were talking about last week. We got all of these boundaries, boundaries for other people, but what boundaries do we have for ourselves? I wouldn't allow someone else to do me like that, put me on a back burner and wait till last minute to fucking perform. So why do I allow that of myself? Fix yourself, girl. I'm starting with the man. Okay. Um. So yeah, all that scrolling and shit, and then you ain't even taking care of what the hell you supposed to be taking care of, girl. Get it together, big mama. We treat time like we own more of it than we actually do. That goes back to that. Why that is so disrespectful of me and my own time. Be treated like that. Put me on procrastinating and causing my cortisol levels and heart rate and all of this stress in my veins and pores because you ain't handling business. Yes. See, we have trouble over here. I told y'all we ain't about to be with none of that okey doke foolish shit because I be real and my shit stank. But you gotta realize it, and then you write it down so you go and visit it and be like, how do you need to fix this? And then you start fixing it. Because I think to the day we die, we all gonna have a whole lot of shit that just keep coming out that we ain't realize about ourselves. That we're gonna have to fix until the day we die, because we ain't gonna never be perfect. So that's just another one on the list of a million. Where in your life are you spending time rather than investing it? So where in your life are you spending time rather than investing it? Because that's another form of use is spending time where you know you shouldn't, and then knowing that that is also the same amount of time that could have been invested elsewhere. Time and identity. People often say I wasted years, but did they? There's this new show, season one, pilot season, called The Madison. And I was watching it the other night. And if you haven't watched the show, it goes back and forth between two times of when someone was alive and when they had passed away. And she's gathering her thoughts by reading the person's journal of her deceased loved one and understanding that although the time they spent together was still so distant and time spent apart, yet her perception of that time was something that was so unique to her. It was unfathomable. And I really, it's a beautiful story. If you've watched Yellowstone or Landman, Mobland, Taylor Sheridan is the creator of this show as well. Excuse me, I said it would never be a show if I don't burp for y'all. There it goes. Taylor Sheridan is the creator of this show, The Madison, as he is with the other ones that I named, Tulsa King and the other shows. So, but this is unlike any of those shows. Well, this is such a beautiful display of time, and also because we are always questioning our time spent, time abused, time lost. In this beautiful story told, there's a revelation that was made known to where it's like things will only be revealed in time. You can search for them, seek them. So that's another facet of this thing that we call time. And I believe the facets are probably as great or grand as that of a um, disco ball. Like that many different ways in which you can dig into time. Want to know if you've wasted your time. But did you? Were those years lessons? Were they survival? When I read this, when I was digging into just looking at all the places of how I can craft this show, and I came to survival because so much of my life, at one point, at the end of all of this, I think this journaling, you'll have a real concept of my life. And to know the full story, which I don't know could ever be told unless other people help me tell it, is so crazy that most of it was survival. And you give grace to that. No one really gives grace to the fact that so much of your time spent, life might have only just been fighting through to survive, not to achieve a degree, not to go and do this or do grand things, but to merely keep my head right here where I am not taking on water, sinking, and perishing. So you question time in a different way. Because if you can give grace, because we want to be intentional, soft and tender with ourselves in being truth tellers. I can be accountable to myself and I can be tender to myself. The same way that I would with my children. Why do we be so harsh and hard with ourselves? When our children, if you're a loving parent, your child messes up, you're not yelling, cursing, beating up. One, understand. Let me first understand what is in your brain. What is the thought process? Let me rewire that first. Tell you where you're wrong at, because that's my job as a teacher, as a guardian, as a person who loves you. Come at you with love, tough love as a motherfucker. Because some stuff I know you know better, so you know the story. One better back up and make sense. Because if it don't, I might just knock you upside your head. But I do want to understand the mental behind the thought, behind the process, and then arrive at a place where I will scrutinize your way, but help prepare you for what's to come based off of said choices. If you didn't quite understand, if we skipped over it back in the day and I missed it as a parent and teaching. So, how much is survival? How much grace do we give to these things? How much grace do we give to ourselves to not know what we just don't know? And not be harsh with ourselves when we're learning the lessons. To be accountable for what it is that we did, so that when we learn, adapt, grow to be the person that we say that we want to be, we can look, good morning, good morning, good morning, team. Um, yes, so we want to be cognizant of we went wrong, so how to get on track to be right. Kind of sort of like you going the wrong way. At some point you learn that I'm going the wrong fucking way. Why would your pride and ego allow you to sit there and go further out of your way? Because it'll cost you more. It's going to cost you more time. It's going to cost you more in distance. It's going to cost you more. At some point, when do you say, "Oh shit," and get off and recourse? When do you not do that? And it's okay that you went the wrong way. Give yourself grace that it's okay that you went the wrong way. Because I'm sure on that journey of going the wrong way, you learned a lot. If you open yourself up, You probably talk to other people on the train because they're on their way and people are doing things. Your eyes are working, your ears are working, sensories is processing things. Sometimes things are lessons. A lot of times shit's survival. And that's the time that we spend on this earth. Is for many of us, because it's a black show, for many of us, it's survival. For many of us, a lot of the man hours that we have, and I say man hours because you understand what those are. Those are the working, the churning hours of our on our backs in our lives. Man hours, survival. They may not have been wasted, but they could have been growth, and they could have also been preparation for something bigger. If somebody taught you who you are, if something taught you who you are, was it really wasted? If all of the time before us taught us to be who we are, it created the us that we are now. All those life lessons, all those summers, all those stories, all those bike rides, all those being in a man or a woman's arms, all of those firsts that we've had, first kiss, first time doing this, first time going here, first all of the things, all of it. You just have a flashback of a rewind of your entire life. That taught us to be who and what we are wasn't really wasted. After the divorce, after the heartbreak, after the children leave home. I can't. Oh, this is a sour subject for Big Mom, so we're gonna leave that alone. After career changes, and that's really huge for me right now, but I just don't feel it because I feel like I got y'all. It's a career pivot, albeit I don't get paid for this. I had a salary plus commission. Y'all need to share, hit the notification button, okay? That's what I think. That's what I'm really. Um, After all of those, was any of this time truly wasted? Let's talk about time versus love. Do you feel as if love is measured in years or in moments? People say if they love me and make time. But what if love isn't measured in or measured by the amount of time that you spend, but presence of said person? Now I know probably is very, it has to do with the type of relation that we're talking about. It can't be a husband and wife and then you only see them once a month or something. Unless that works for them. But in a typical marriage, that probably would not work unless they are a true entertainer or something. Because if it's, yeah, super duper business person. But at some point, yeah, you had a lot of one another's time in order to get to that, unless it's a arranged marriage, right? But what it isn't measured by the amount of time, but by presence. Some people spend 10 years with someone and never feel seen. I can attest to that. I can attest to that. Others spend 6 months and feel changed forevermore. Like this person sees me, they hear me, seek to understand me. They are going through the motions to get to the bottom of who and what I am. And then there are people who can spend your life with who will never know and care to know. So, do you accept less time for moments, or do you measure it in a quantitative hourly thing, like a boss, 40 hours a week type thing? Like, no, you need to spend this minimum amount of hours with me. Or do you accept the presence of the person whose time you care to share? So, in closing, maybe life isn't asking us how much time we had. Maybe it's asking us what we did with the time we were given. My own purpose today is time is not money, time is life. This is Vietnamese monk by the name of Thich Hat Nhan. Okay, Vietnamese monk. He be saying some real short and quaint stuff. I like him. My low of the week was my car is tripping now. I already got an appointment. I was already going, but why you got to trip 3 days before you go? Where we do that at? Out of nowhere? Why we do that? Why you want to do that? That's stupid. Cause who got the time for that? You know. My high of the week was celebrate my girl and Gus getting kidnapped by my niece, eating that food at Annie's with the greatest of company, seeing my baby Mary off prom, seeing my family, being with my family and my loved ones. That's pretty much it. And Sterling's still here, asking about his ticket home because he's ready to go, and I'm kind of sort of ready. It's kind of sort of like you feel my house enough. Now, I'll meet you on vacation. Maybe we go on vacation together, some on a cruise. I don't know, but something, yeah. But yeah, that's my high of the week. So some closing affirmations before we do that. Let's take another deep breath before we hop off the line. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Because I put a lot on y'all mind about time. Now I'm gonna ask more questions on Instagram and Facebook because I got down deep, child. This is not even brushing the surface of the stuff that I went into in all the chambers of my head as it relates to time and how connected our whole lives and everything is just this concept of time and how we individually perceive it. It's how we move, how we operate, is all those things. So, some affirmations for us. I invest my time into things that nourish me. I trust that what is for me will arrive in its time. And as always, my final affirmation, you deserve to live in peace, not pieces. You know I love y'all. Y'all is my favorites, and I love y'all to death. You ain't got to go home, but your big mama love y'all, and y'all know y'all got to get the heck up off my line. So that's it. Peace out.